Hello and welcome to the Violet Sanctuary Spa YouTube channel. What I'm going to discuss today is the Oracle card reading for the month of December. So basically it's going to provide a theme for the month. I decided to use Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle card deck by PC Cass and Colette Baron-Reid. I'm a huge fan of Colette. I had her on my show one time and it was such fun. And she suggested that we, her fans, purchase the Oracle card deck. She read PC Cass, I believe they're novels, and it has to do with the goddess Nyx. Sorry if I mispronounced it, but Nyx, and vampires and other really cool things like that. And I plan on reading that series because it sounds so interesting. But meanwhile, I purchased the Oracle card deck and I wanted to use these for the month of November because November is one of many great things that I like to think about in a spiritual sense. For instance, there's the winter solstice, Christmas, New Year's, all that great stuff. But also around, I believe it's the 22nd, 23rd, I don't know exactly the day of the winter solstice, but it's the darkest night of the year, and then it progressively gets lighter, just like the first day of summer is the brightest day of the year, and then it progressively gets darker. So it's thinking of the house of night, I want to think, okay, what is something that we can really focus on? What's something that phasing out and new things are coming in, and how can that relate to this Oracle card deck? So again, I was just communicating with Spirit, and I was just I was instructed to use this beautiful deck. All right, and plus I love the triple moon goddess symbol here. Bring it up closer so you can see it. It's the three moons, the maiden, mother, and crone there, and that's just another good sign of life cycles. So I'm going to do a shuffle the cards, and I love that I'm using my webcam because when I use my iPhone I had already shuffled them, and because I was also using this one hand, so I had unshuffled already, didn't get to hear the cool shuffle noise. All right. And let's see, maybe we'll pick a bonus card later. All right, so let's see what's going on. Here we have the moon. Now I really like this card because it has some things that are a bit of a taboo, like the black cat, the full moon, the darkness in the background. But if you look closely, there's a glow, it's like a shine, and then there's a mixture of colors here. So when I see this card, thoughts come to mind like those things that were once considered taboo, once considered things that people shouldn't deal with are phasing out. There's an old thought process that will no longer be. And as you go through this month, even with yourself, it doesn't necessarily have to be something that's taboo. It's something that no longer serves its purpose with you. It will just fade away in the sense of a new, or I'm sorry, not a new moon, a full moon. Excuse me, I'm at full moon. Things will change, will come whole and change, and you will see that what was once in the dark will come out to the light. The whole cycle process, out with the old, in with the new. This one, love. I really like this because there's no set color here. When you think of love, you think of two colors, red and pink, right? Well, here is more like an off color of rose, and there's the woman here that's holding on to the heart. It almost like it's her heart. Well, here what I'm getting from this is that there are going to be a lot of things, especially in regards to what you love, that won't be exactly clear. Like there's going to be a gray area. For example, if you are leaving, say, your job, or if you're changing professions within your job, It won't be exactly clear to you at the time because it's something that you love to do, but there's a few things that need changing, or you may just receive messages to change, and there's a bit of a conflict there. So what I'm getting is that, again, the love that you're experiencing won't be clear. There's going to be some confusion, but that's okay because, again, as we're entering a new phase and exiting out of a phase, things just aren't as clear as they should be because there's usually some resistance to the change because you're just not quite sure. So just keep in mind that there are things that you will have to let go. You can still love it, but there's just that need to let go. All about change this month. Okay, wishing. I love this because this has to do with the last card. You wish for a clear action, a clear message, but when you get mixed messages, it can mean several things. For example, maybe you aren't hearing spirit exactly as clear as you can hear. Also, you may be say on both sides of the fence, playing both teams. Your pros and cons are a bit jumbled. So just keep in mind that, again, you can still love things and let go, but here's a time where you want to make your wishes clear. You know, for example, don't say, I wish for good luck. Well, good luck in what? Good luck in your marriage, good luck in a new job, good luck in finding good friends. So make sure you're crystal clear in what you wish for. Next here, differences. Oh man, this is so cool. So what I'm getting from this card is in relation to what we've been talking about. There's going to be a conflict, even though the two cats here seem to get along. And again, there's apples, and I believe that's an orange. Yeah, so apple, orange, two different colors. You're going to have a bit of an issue making some decisions because, again, there are some things that used to be taboo and no longer taboo. So that's on your side. For example, if you're no longer working that 9 to 5, but you're working maybe the 16-hour, work week, but it's a career that you love to do, so you're going to be breaking the boundaries and the rules, so to speak. But then again, there are some things that you love, and there's a bit of a conflict. And this is just really just saying, okay, in case you didn't quite get the whole process of what side of the fence you need to be on, here it is. It's either going to be the apple, the orange, the white cat, the black cat, and then here is the crone out of the triple moon goddess. So there's going to be an ending and a beginning. And in the Wiccan sense, if I remember correctly, for Samhain, which would be Halloween and Hallows Eve, around that time, there's a white candle and a black candle that's lit because one represents the past year and one represents the new year. So keep in mind that again, there's going to be that past and the future and the apple, the orange, white, and black. Just keep in mind that there are going to be some polar opposites. There's going to be a phasing and a phasing out of the new into the, or phasing out of the old, into the new. Strength, which is, oh my gosh, so important. And it looks like, I'm trying to look at it closely, I think it's a fairy or lightning. But anyway, it's a tree here and the strength. And that's exactly what you're going to need because you're going to be making these hard decisions. Because it could be the case where you've been doing something for so long and you love it, or you've been in a relationship for so long and you just got comfortable, used to it, and you may not see the changes that are needed. Spirit just wants to give you strength. So just be willing to accept the strength and be strong when you make these decisions. You will not regret it. Even if you don't see the results immediately, just know that it is a process, and you will see in the long run that it was definitely worth making the big decision, the changes that you need to make. Trapped. Oh, I like this one. And this card also represents a character from the novel. And I like that. I believe it's a crow. I don't think it's a raven. But you could feel trapped because, again, you're making the tough choices. And when you're making tough choices, sometimes you feel like your back's against the wall and you feel like you don't have a choice. But the truth is you do have choices. And you do feel like a bird in a cage. You know, your wings aren't expanding, you aren't flying anywhere, and it just feels like you're in a jail. But just know that for each cage, there's always a door, there's always a way out. You don't have to feel like this at all. So basically, for the month of December, there are going to be a lot of changes happening if you allow the change to take place. Remember that there's going to be a lot of doing away with the old and in with the new. It won't be easy to make these changes, but you have your crystal clear intentions, the wishes that you want to happen, crystal clear. Just know that strength is always with you. You don't have to feel trapped. There's going to be some differences. There's going to be that old and new. It's going to feel weird at first maybe, but just know that everything will be okay. And here I just put just a bonus card, summon, and I really love this because it's like summoning your power, your inner strength, your divinity, all that good stuff. So the month of December is going to be a really good one. Yes, it is darker for us on where I live, the East Coast, United States, all that other stuff. And I know people, I believe in Australia, are experiencing spring, lucky people. But yeah, just know that there are going to be changes. You'll be okay. And for those of you who are on the opposite side of the hemisphere and you are experiencing spring, just flip it around. So it's just like instead of it being nighttime for the most part, it'll be day, and you're springing into something new as opposed to fading out of something old. Where we're phasing out of the old, you're springing into something new. That's how that works. So again, in the month of December, don't worry so much about having to make the hard decisions. Just know that there's going to be a lot of great change, a lot of out with the old things, in with the new. But all the new stuff are really great. Don't forget to summon your inner strength, your inner knowledge, and you'll have a wonderful December.